Trip inside the search in my eyes 장막을 가로질러 빛을 멀게 하는 revolver shot 너에게 저게 빠뜨려버리고 now It's time to go 3, 2, 1 Just tell me 숨겨진 코드에 채워진 순들 여섯 번의 순간 Break through the dust 초콜릿 보기 전에 back out Hey 넌 이미 지워졌어 피어난 power I'm cold Deadeye 난 untouchable stepping into 잘 못해 You were trapped inside Dusty velvet shadow You're stuck inside Dusty haze will surround you 넌 기회를 보고 있겠지 그건 fake Your mistake Hey 널 봤을 땐 늦었어 You were trapped inside Dusty velvet shadow You're stuck inside Dusty haze will surround you Untouchable, stepping
there right now. Hello, everyone.
Hello, and welcome to our Ulukita and Deadeye stream. It's going to be a nice little update stream for you guys, you know, to check in with everyone after we've had this big piece of content launched for console.
Yep.
I know that a lot of people have been excited to get this region for a long time. Also, Deadeye, I know that a lot of people are waiting for Deadeye. I know that Croc has been like messaging me every other day, being like, "Hey, how many days until Deadeye's release?" So it's been a long time coming.
Yeah, Liv has made her way to Black Desert, so pretty cool to see her here. Yeah.
So as you could probably see, we are getting ready right now. Why don't I just really quickly go through today's agenda? Since we are going to kick off the stream, we're going to have a little bit of announcements to go through. We have a little read of the new events that we have going on for our latest update. Following that, of course, on screen, as you can see already, we do have our Deadeyes ready. So we will be giving a little bit of an expose into the background of our newest class, as well as a little explanation of how to play her. So if you're new, don't worry, we are too, so you can come and learn this new class with us.
Exactly.
It's going to be great fun. It's going to be a lot of fails, but I guess that makes for better content, right?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
A warrior main for life, boss. I'm a give her a shot, you know, why not? Everyone's playing her season
also,
right now.
as you can see that Ash is already there, we have a whole new spanking region here. We have the Wild West.
Currently the view of right now is the main screen view, so we'll hop into game here in a moment, but we're going to go over the event stuff first. Let's do that,
okay. Yes, that's fine. And then after we introduce Ulukita, the Exalted Lands, we will then have a fun little gym event. There may be some PvP involved. I mean, come on now, it's Deadeye. You can't have a Deadeye event without a bit of you know, shooting around, you know, a little bit of
sharpshooter skills. We're gonna see what we can do there.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of recap. How about that? We recently had the Hideout Ball, which was a pretty fun time for everyone. A lot of cool announcements were shown there. I hope everyone was able to catch it. If you weren't able to catch it, though, we do have a notice that is live right now on our webpage. It is a GM note that goes through a lot of the things that were announced there. And, I feel like there are some things that we are all excited for. I know that, Ash, you're excited for some.
Of course, I'm excited for the class savior. I mean, warrior and warrior main, so like now have a future wife somewhere down the line. Yeah. Savior class, and also
get the best of both worlds.
Exactly. Yeah. I can now be a warrior and tag warrior again. Yeah. But also, there's plenty of like quality of life things are going to be happening to the game when it comes to like the alchemy stuff as well. So very cool. And I'm quite sure everyone loved the ball for all the rewards we got, and especially the surprise gift at the end too of extra 10k crons.
Exactly.
I mean, that was amazing right there, everyone. So
as Ash mentioned, don't forget to use the 2 coupon codes. We have the Journey Begins, which is going to be the big bulk of items. You got hammers in there. You got massive stacks in there. And also, as our Lord and Savior Wansu has provided with us so graciously at the end of the stream, we do have another code for 10,000 crons, which is going to be a surprise ball gift. So if you haven't used those yet, go ahead and pop in to the game and then use those 2 coupons for all the goodies.
So make sure your account is linked on our website and then you're good to go.
Yeah. Moving on from that, let's go ahead and check out some of these new events that we have on the table here. As you see on your screen right now, we do have our very, very juiced, very nice Hideout Ball login event. I believe you do get, was it 3 or 4 hammers? There are so many hammers thrown around this year that I'm losing track.
I mean, I think it's about 4 hammers. We got
from the coupon itself. Was
from the coupon itself, yeah. I believe it's about 4 hammers from the coupon.
4
and then
hammers in the
3
coupon.
more as well coming along the way with the, of course, login bonus. So it's just like so many hammers all over the place.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. As Ash mentioned, you do get 3 more hammers from this login. So please do get all your rewards from here. Very, very juiced. As you can see, you also have mystical sensors in there. I know you're probably still trying to lock down some of your tier 10 horses, Ash.
You know me. I'm trying my best to get all I can. Got to catch them all, of course.
Yes, of course. Yeah. So, be sure to log in for that. And on top of this login event, we also do have another Juice login event for console gamers. It's going to be the new journey welcoming gift. So for 14 days, you're going to be able to lock down, I think it's a total of my math, if my third grade math serves me correctly here, it's going to be 7,000 crons, hefty amount of crons. So it's going to last for 2 weeks, and every day when you log in, you're going to be able to get 500 crons. So super nice event. Go ahead and get your crons, and then whatever it is you're going to tap. You know, some people are trying to cap off their fallen gods and know that console gamers are quite geared. Maybe 1 or 2 fallen gods to finish up.
I've seen some people out there who scared me. I'm like, whoa, my goodness, that's impressive right there.
Yeah. So don't forget to get that as well. So 2 nice login events for everyone to hop into. And if we could pull up the next notice here, it's gonna be a classic Hot Time. And this time Hide-a-Ball themed. You're gonna be getting if we scroll down just a little bit, you will be able to get 1,000% combat XP, because come on, we're in big 2025. Yeah. We won't accept anything lower than 1,000 combat XP, man.
Of course not.
Yeah. So 1,000 combat XP, skill XP, pretty nice too. But I mean, no one's really struggling with skill points these days anymore.
Not anymore, yeah.
Yeah, but big one here. I know a lot of life skillers out there are really excited for this one. 100% life skill EXP boost. I know that back then in some of the Hot Times we used to have
50%,
like
yeah.
50%, and you'd have like all the Discord DMs like, hey man, well, you think we don't matter? Life skillers are cool too, man.
Exactly,
where's my 100%? Yeah. So yep, there you go. 100% life skill EXP boost for all our hunters, gatherers, and butters. Whatever you do, there you go. Another big one that we have is going to be the item drop rate. Now, me personally, I'm getting a little old, Josh. So I mean, like, I can't always be out there in the fields grinding every single day.
Yeah.
I gotta, preserve my thumbs a little bit.
Well, this helps you.
Yeah. So now you're working twice as hard for half the work. Really awesome. 100% drop rate boost. You always gotta get out there during these type of events to get, what is it? If you're looking for the compass piece, if you're looking for, just straight up silver.
We got Ulukita right now, so now we have the new Kabua stuff and also the new flames for outdoors use.
Exactly.
So, I mean,
yeah.
Perfect time for it.
Let me see in chat if anyone's gotten like just a straight raw drop of like the Flame of Residence or the Kabua artifact. Go ahead and shout yourself out there.
I seen one sold such a market, the Kabua's
really?
artifact. I was like, someone sold it?
See, that's insane because you get one, and wouldn't your first initial thought be like, hey, I kind of need this.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm going to put it on. But hey, silver's king. So if you want that money, go ahead and get it. It's worth like 10 bill, right?
I think it's starting out pretty low, around like 5 or 6 bill.
I don't know what that guy is doing, bro. Yeah. You don't need 5 bill that bad, right?
Hey, maybe he's struggling out there.
Maybe we can get a little extension on that rent money. I don't know, man. But yeah, it's a really nice artifact. I do believe it gives all AP as well as some other nice stats. So definitely going to see a lot of people out there grinding for it. Yeah, so moving on to our next event that we have here.
Should be our good old Deadeye level up event
exactly.
here.
Yes,
perfect
you are
timing
correct,
for the new Clash Topping Live Test Round season, Might give her a shot.
Actually, since we do have this on screen right now, we are looking at the massive new initiative set forth by our lovely devs. Making a new character in Black Desert, especially if you're like a completely new adventurer, is kind of rough. I believe back then the metric that they gave was you get about 400 mil to around 1 billion silver after your entire season journey. And I mean, like I said, in big 2025, that is like,
that's chump change now.
Yeah, that's not even a drop in the ocean. You can't even spend a night in the Belly Inn with that. Like, they'll kick you out, they'll throw you out. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's nothing. So we do have a nice initiative going out for completing some small objectives. I believe some of them will be just completing the main story quest. If we go down a little bit, just see the initiatives for the rewards. You will just have to just a little bit up. See them, Dennis? But yeah, as you can see, just some really, really simple things. Like some of them are literally just, for playtime. If you play 50 hours, there you go. Boom, you got money in your pockets. Complete the main storyline. Boom, extra water cash. So yeah, this 10 bill should go pretty far on your for you on your journey in Black Desert.
You can buy yourself a pot piece, I believe, in some cases there. So
there you go.
That's just
you already have one piece of the Ornette potion piece, so you're just able to do auto pot right off the rip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very helpful for sure.
Yeah, because especially I know that back then when people would start out and stuff, they'd be like, oh dang, like what am I really farming for? What do I need silver for? And a lot of the time the answer would be like, hey man, you save every last drop of silver that you got and you buy yourself a Tet Black Star weapon, right? That's the go-to thing to go get after you finish seasons. But now with all the nice integration with the even you get Pen Black Star now, and then you also obviously get the Tet Black Star weapon on the side. That's not so much of a hassle, right?
Yeah, a new goal to kind of finish now, just be getting what you think that kind of makes your character feel complete.
So now, since you have this funds, you can go ahead and spend it on the potion piece. As Ash has mentioned, I think that is the go-to thing. So for some of you new adventurers, that is pro tip from a veteran adventurer for sure. That's what I would spend my silver on as well. Now, if we can throw up the Deadeye leveling event, it's more so what you guys are used to. Every time we do have a new class come out, we like to have a nice little bundle of rewards that go out with them. As you reach milestones 56, 57, I believe, 58 for sure.
Yeah.
And then obviously 59 and 60. You do get some awesome items for Deadeye. Here we're looking at, just a very, very throwback film projector. Yeah, from the... I wouldn't even say 1900s. Like, when is this from? Like 1800s?
This is like some old
yeah,
time.
We're going way back. So that's pretty cool. Go ahead and set that up in your house. We also do have the Outlaws pistols. Really nice, really shiny. I believe we have a few on the set right here too.
Two right there.
We won't bring them out yet. We gotta hold the piece a little bit. So yeah, really cool furniture items. Go ahead and scoop them whenever you do clear those milestones, and decorate your residence with them. Of course, we do have the run-of-the-mill items that you have seen before. We have some items increased scrolls. We have the Takro Spirit Stone, great for more EXP. Who doesn't love that?
Yeah.
And the origin of... Oh, sorry, not the origin. The Outlaw of the Wilderness. So this item is basically going to act as your adventure tome. I believe for the last few classes, they also have received it. I know that Wusa got one.
Wusa and Mega got one, I believe, like kind of a version of like a
hairpin or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically, as Ash mentioned, it's basically a perpetual buff that you can put onto your character that will always be active as long as the event duration is still happening, of course. I believe it'll give you things such as combat experience and also drop rate, which is really nice too. So I know some people who have been waiting for this class have just hard re-rolled onto Deadeye.
Yeah.
You have a perpetual 10% drop rate boost now, so super nice. Yeah. And I think that about sums it up. We do have one last thing though. Do you want to maybe introduce it, Ash?
We have
an
awesome
little nice freebie for everyone.
Yeah, awesome little gift here. I know people are looking at Paddle Ball and say, oh, this inverted Garma part that everyone's getting here. What about us in console? Well, if you look at your challenge window today, go into your rewards and check and challenge, you will see the inverted Garma part is there for you to claim. But as you can see, if you can look at my screen, or actually you can check in game right now, you can see how you have to be level 61 and complete the Media quest or Everfrost main quest or Morin Light main quest, Simplified quest from Season Special Growth by Fugar's Memorodam.
Let's continue.
Let's continue that, yeah. Completing one of those right there will give you the option to get a free inverted Garma part, and we can see on the central market, like, over 100 has been listed right now. But hey, you do need it for later on. You can use your inverted Garma part for your Black Star sub or your Awakening weapon, and then later down the line, we have Sovereign main weapon coming out too, so you can use that for that as well too. So definitely want to hold off a bit if you do not have at least one extra for that in the future there. So, but it's a free neat gift right there. It's like, I think 8 bill or so on the central market at the moment.
Hey man, that's 8 bill silver I'm never gonna see, because I've been killing Garmoth for I don't know how many years now, and I've never gotten one. So I'm gonna need that Garmoth like it's my life saving right there. Okay. So, really awesome. As you mentioned, a lot of players have been waiting for this, so finally we do have one going out for everyone.
Exactly.
It is in preparation, of course, for Sovereign weapons that will be coming to us very soon, I hope. But yeah, for those of you guys that don't already have a Garmoth in your offhand or maybe your Awakening weapon, there you go. Awesome. All right, and moving on to the last piece of news here. The event here is going to be
the Mentor and Mentee.
This is something I feel like we haven't run before ever, right? It's a new event. Super nice event for some of your friends that you've been wanting to like rope into Black Desert over the years.
Yeah, I need a battle buddy, right?
Yeah, exactly. They've always just been like, oh no, the game's too complicated. Oh no, I don't want to have to learn all these systems. But like the combat, the graphics,
Yeah.
So now they even have a better incentive to come in because you will be getting a massive slew of rewards for yourself and your mentee, me in this case. Yeah, so if we scroll down a little bit, we can go ahead and see some of the nice things that are being offered up for this program here. Just a quick tip for people who are looking to, connect maybe with someone. Maybe you don't have too many friends that game in, your real life, and you want to look for new friends online. We do have our official Discord that you can hit up. Always people talking over there. Always people looking for stuff to do. But if we scroll down on the event notice a little bit, you can go ahead and see some of the rewards. Of course, you're not logged in right now, but you will be able to see that if you're trying to send out your code. I believe that if you're a mentor,
you get 5 codes, I believe.
Exactly. You get 5 codes, and you're going to want to pass them out to your friends or, some new adventurers that you meet to, bring them under your wing. And they just go ahead. They're going to pull up the coupon UI in game, pop that code in, and they're good to go. They're tied to you for life.
For life, yes. Matrimony.
Yeah.
But I mean, look, it's pretty simple right there. Even reaching just level 20 from the start there, you get the box reward. Or you get choose outfit box.
Free outfit, baby.
Even some titles too. I mean, people love titles. I like titles too. So.
I believe this title is colored too, right? It's green, I believe.
I think
that's
so.
That's not just for show. That's actually it's a green title. And green is my favorite color. Little fun fact, but awesome. Yeah, we do love color titles. Yeah.
The words are pretty nice. I mean, you get some discount coupons. You get alpha box for yourself if you're a mentor as well. Some artisan memories. If you're a new person, a new player to the game, being guided through the game by your favorite mentor, you're also going to be getting some massive buffs. I mean, the Old Moons pack that's pretty big. It's Common Sylvia value pack and the Secret Open Book into one. So that's for a solid 2 months total for
you got the VVIP treatment.
Yes, you definitely do. But we can scroll on a bit more. We can kind of go through a bit of theirs.
Yeah, and then now we're getting to the really crazy rewards here, right?
Of course. Hey,
scroll equilibrium too. Yeah, that's an item that look. We've been getting messages from players who are begging for that to be in the pro shop. Like, please, I will pay for this item. Yeah. So very coveted item, super nice to have. Basically, what it does is if you're not happy with the class, or maybe you've fallen out of love with one of your old classes, it basically transfers every last bit of, I wouldn't say data, but all the relevant things from your old class, the skill points, the level, the breath levels, the strength levels, also your inventory slots, which is very, very interesting. I believe it transfers all the inventory slots from one character to another. And you have your new main. And you can tell everyone that you're day one on that new class that you just swapped to.
Yeah, definitely. I've been day one since like 10,000 BC.
Yeah, exactly. So as you can see down towards the last 2 bits of rewards here for reaching, I believe it's 630 gear score, and also the last one is going to be, sorry, the text is a little here. I'm getting old, man.
Me too. I'm looking. 650 gear score. 650? Text says based on the highest value of your main and awakening weapon. So like if you go in game, you can see that you have like your AP, your main hand weapon, your main AP for your awakening weapon, and your DP from your armor sets. The highest value of your AP of your main or awakening is the highest value it's going to calculate based off of that plus a DP, which would equal like your total gear score right there. Yeah. So getting 650 with the reason, I think this season is probably about pretty reasonable.
No, that's a breeze. You guys
it's like 680 right there, I think, after completing everything.
Especially with the help of your, trusty friend, whoever it may be, your mentor. It's no problem. So on top of that, nice slew of rewards up there. You also do get, I believe it's 3,000 cronstones after everything is said and done. Yeah, so both of you guys do get it, right? I believe, as you can see from the reward list here, both the mentor and the mentee do get these rewards.
You get a nice alpha box, BD9.
Exactly. Oh, the BD9, that's one I don't have yet. I gotta get that, man. If someone's trying to teach me how to play Black Desert, please hit me up. I'm on the official Discord at CM Vaha. Just let me know. I'll be your mentee. We can go fish and stuff. It'd be sick.
We got Discord for you just to do all that.
Yeah.
Easy.
But yeah, don't forget to check out our Discord because, like I said, it's not only a nice place to just hang out with people, to meet new people. We do have a dedicated channel right now that is specifically meant for mentors to meet mentees and mentees to meet mentors.
Yeah.
So, if you haven't found someone yet to help out or you need a little bit of help, there you go.
That's the time.
Now I think now that we've gone through a lot of the housekeeping for our update here, let's go ahead and dive into the bread and butter, what we're all here for, right? We are here to see the new class. I don't know how much you're a fan of guns and firearms and these type of fantasy games, Ash. I do know that you kind of do default to a big, heavy piece of metal, so whatever it is, if it's heavy and it's metal, and it might be a great sword, I know you're rocking with it. But yeah, I feel like for me, myself, I do find it is kind of weird a little bit to have like firearms in like a fantasy game.
Yeah,
but
that's
after
just me.
I mean the BDO, like the way that Pearl Abyss puts a little twist on a lot of the classes they have, it's really cool to see them bring this archetype into the game. I know that other games have done it in the past. Varying levels of success with execution, but
yeah, of course, Sarah with her own rifle as well too. So
yeah,
it's not like it's too far fetched, right?
Yeah. But I think the way that we've done it is pretty cool. Really like the class. So if we can go ahead and pull up the game screen right now, maybe if we can go to Ash's POV, I'll read a little bit of a little summary of her story, because I don't know if you guys checked out our YouTube yet. We do have a lot of lore, I guess, that has been introduced regarding Deadeye. And here we go. There you go.
As you can see on my screen, I've got a little nice pet with me as well too. Got Alpha Doge and Alpha Whiskers. Yes.
That is not his name.
Nicely named.
That is
That's a good name, yeah. We of course with Deadeye, we also introduced like a new little pack as well too to kind of commemorate her release. So you can get this nice little pet below here. It's a really cute guy or cute girl, whichever one you call it. But yeah. I'm on my Deadeye character here. We're starting off right now in, I believe it is...
We are in the City of the Dead right now?
Yeah, City of the Dead here at the moment here. I'm still new to this area myself. So we got City of the Dead here. We also got Tongue-Guide Ruins as well. We can see the AP limits of each one. So
it's getting pretty high.
Very kind of different there. High. So if you're not quite there yet, I wouldn't venture too far south here.
Hey, look, if you're looking to hit some of these high gear score levels, hit that mentor, bro. He's got all the answers.
Exactly. It's going to guide you through everything you need to go to. But
yeah, but if we pop back into your game, let's go ahead and can you shift the camera down maybe to have a nice frame for Alpha Doge and our new pet here. I believe her name was something Whiskers, right?
Alpha Whiskers.
That is not her name. But I mean, once you guys pick this pet up, you can name her whatever you want, or him, doesn't matter. Look at them, they're so cute.
Yeah, very adorable, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just and
just to clarify too, this is a console exclusive pet.
Yeah, no PC or mobile has this. Exactly. Only console has it so far.
So yeah, shout out to the devs for putting this one together. Really, really cute pet that was made specifically for this update. So if you do want to pick her up or him up, just go ahead and hit up that Trailborn DLC set. Super cool.
Can you readjust my camera now? My camera's like super far
Doing
away.
like a little serene landscape shot with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but anyways, while we're just really quickly checking out Ash's character here, let's go ahead and dive into some of the background of our newest class. As I mentioned on our YouTube channel, we've uploaded a slew of videos that kind of dives into her background story. Kind of, just a little bit more of... I feel like in the past we've done the classic, like you have your combo video, you have your cinematic trailer, and then you'll have maybe like one or two more videos. I know that Scholar got her own song, right?
Yeah.
But Deadeye, we went all out. She's got her own song. She's got a comic strip. She's got like a live action thing going on too. Have you seen that one?
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, with the bar scene, super cool. But yeah, just diving into her background. Deadeye's name is actually Liv, and she's originally from New Victoria. She grew up in the Wild West, kind of a rough area to be in as a young whippersnapper trying to have a nice nice upbringing.
That's a good way.
But stuff happens.
Yeah.
And one day, some bandits attacked her family, and it was not the best situation. So she ended up being separated from her brother at a very early age, and it was quite a harrowing ordeal for her. But since then, she grew up with the Canary Gang from New Victoria, where she grew up in, and she eventually became the leader of the gang, which is, pretty cool. And, as you do with outlaws, you got to make some money, you know.
Need some cash, man.
Exactly. So you do end up taking some odd jobs around the town. She ended up taking a deal from, you might know this person, Marnie, you know, of all people.
Oh, yes.
Don't know how he got to, I don't know how he got to Texas, but he's there.
The man's been fooling around his laboratory for the longest time. I wouldn't be surprised if you make some kind of random thing next time. So
Yeah, so after taking a weird job from Marnie, she did encounter a very interesting artifact, a mysterious artifact, not from this world, or not from her world at least, that did end up transporting her to our world in Black Desert.
Yep.
So I guess you could kind of call this like a, I mean, I wouldn't call it a modern isekai, but it's a isekai somewhere.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
Deadeye is our first isekai character in Black Desert.
She avoided the bus but met the artifact.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Exactly. So, you know, since then, she obviously is a little bit bewildered. I would say a little bit pissed off with Marnie because he did send her to this weird world. But she did find out a piece of information from him is that her brother actually got transported to the world of Black Desert as well. So since then, she set out on a journey to find her brother in our world. And yeah, we're just joining her for her wacky and awesome adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
New title screen. It's in search of my brother.
exactly.
But I mean, yeah, it's just pretty. If you see on the screen right now, we can see the video of Liv here in action. It's very cool, honestly. Like this whole entire scene here, how she gets kind of like she's tracking down Marnie, trying to find out like what's going on, where is he at, get some clues about her whereabouts of her brother.
Wait, did Jatina just blow up?
We don't talk about that.
She just became a bomb?
Yeah, she's here somewhere.
Okay. I hope she's
with
still
us.
around.
Yeah.
And there's
with us in spirit.
there's a troublemaker himself, Marnie.
Yes.
So actually, interesting thing about her weapons. Of course, she does have her 2 trusty revolvers, but she ended up getting her awakening weapon from Marnie himself. You know, to calm her down in the fit of rage that she was in. He did present her with a new friend called Low Devil, which is going to be her awakening weapon. Basically a bazooka. I mean, like, let's be honest here.
Rocket
As
jumping
you can see,
everywhere.
like literally just rocket jumping, yeah, and then just like laying down hellfire from the skies. Super cool. This is some of her gameplay animations. I think it's pretty cool. It looks a little bit like Sage, but the explosions.
Yeah,
look
the
really cool.
golden effects. It's like kind of Scholar Sage vibes, the golden effects everywhere. But the class here, again, like kind of similar to Scholar, it kind of plays like into one. Like it just kind of seamlessly flows in.
Yeah.
So you have to worry about like too many different skill combos to remember, because it kind of flows into one skill, into another skill, into another skill.
Exactly.
So
it has
it's pretty
great
nice.
ability connection, and everything kind of flows into each other. I know that, you know, we have our diehard Succession players, and we also have our, you know, Awakening fans. But, you know, me, myself, when I did start Black Desert, I started with Archer, you know, the first Ascension class.
Oh, wow.
So I do fancy myself one of those kits that are more so intertwined. You know, you kind of have the whole package ready when
More
you start the
streamlined
class.
for you.
Exactly. Yeah, here are some of the comic panels that we have for this class. So super cool. We have all
got
this.
everything.
Yeah, we have all this stuff for Deadeye. That's her encountering the mysterious artifact. But yeah, if you haven't checked this stuff out on YouTube, definitely go check it out. Really cool stuff. Yeah, and why don't we quickly dive into some of the mechanics of the class right now? Do you want to maybe introduce her class reloading mechanic, Ash?
Let me see if I can get a little bit of a zoom in here real quick.
You can probably show my game as well if you want, GM Dennis.
Oops. So I'm still more of a learning Deadeye. Just got playing her today at the work. But let's see what we got here.
Okay, but as you can see on the left side of my screen here, we do have a small little bullet. And you might be wondering what that is all about. For Deadeye, she has a very interesting mechanic that allows her to switch between 2 ammo types. We're going to have our normal rounds, and then this is going to be the Marnie rounds. So as you can probably see from the little combat video that we had earlier, the Marnie rounds do have a nice, cool effect, you know, kind of a little bit more spacey effect to them. The interesting thing about switching to this ammo is, much like how you're able to pocket abilities on some other classes like Sage and use them later, what switching your ammo type does for Deadeye is it basically resets the cooldown on your last skill. So say if I wanted to just do like a quick sidewinder move, I switched ammo again, I could do it again to the other side really cool. And there's my very nice. I guess that's the Abyssal Legacy skill, I believe. That's the Marnie skill. But yeah, really cool mechanic that allows you to basically save the cooldown from your last skill, so you can use it again. If it's a hard-hitting skill, like say you wanted to use Bullet Storm, really nice to just, pop the ammo, switch it over, you can pop it again. There you go.
Very seamless, yeah.
Yeah, very nice. And also, depending on what ability you cast beforehand, as you can see, she does like a little animation where she flips her gun out to change her ammo type. If you do chain it from something else, you could really quickly just switch ammos without doing that animation I messed up, of course. But yeah, play with the class. Really nice mechanic to play around. On top of resetting your cooldown, it also has some other nice effects. I do believe that for the skills that it affects, you do have a little bit of an AoE. As you can see from my Bullet Storm there, it does have a little bit of more of an AoE effect for the skills that you are casting. And also, the last interesting fact about it is that your Marnie rounds do pierce targets. So if you're dealing with like a big pack of monsters, like a swarm, you're going to want to switch to Marnie rounds. You can chew through all those mobs really easily, whereas your normal rounds are more, I guess they're more tailored for a single target combat. They do have higher damage. All the skills do have higher damage when you are in normal rounds, but just know that you're losing that AoE capability.
I wonder how that fends against like those who are, in PvP.
Yeah.
Like, does it actually go through that class?
Yeah,
possibly.
it should. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Right there.
So yeah, there's many ways to master this class. Of course, if you're going for like some sort of pick on a very key target, you're going to be wanting to use those normal rounds, to really burst that target down while you're just having a little 1v1, a little skirmish off to the side. If you're caught in like a really big area with a lot of targets around you, Marnie rounds, pop those on, and then you're hitting everybody now with a little bit of AoE on top of it too.
Nice.
So, super awesome. Yeah, and since we did have a little bit of a, guide too of the new class here, I think it is time for us to jump into the new region, huh?
Yeah, I'm ready here right now. I'm on the season server at the moment.
Yep, so if you can really quickly, Ash, can you go ahead and pull me on over? I think I'm on a different server.
I got you. I'll go to your server here.
Yeah. It's going to be M2.
Alrighty.
And yeah, this region, I know that a lot of people have been crying from the high heavens for just like, please, we need more BMCs, we need more BMCs.
Well, this is the region for it.
Exactly. Guess what drops here? I think it's like so often that you probably get it as much as like trash loot, like honestly.
Yeah, it's very, very good. Which, let me bring you here quick.
Yeah, go ahead and pull me over. But yeah, this all the grind spots in Ulukita are super, super jam-packed with BMCs. So if you have any BMC needs, please come through and grab yourself a mountain of BMCs. Yeah, and I'm really quickly just going to go over to the first spot that we're going to be hitting.
I know people are wondering, like, if we're going to get Ulukita 1 or 2, we got the whole thing here.
Oh yeah, of course.
Everything's here.
It's no like mystery that this region has been released for a while now. So of course, if we're gonna bring it to console, we're not gonna segment it. We're just gonna bring all of it in its entirety over for everyone to enjoy. So no problems about that. As you can see, we have an adventurer here already, probably getting his grind on. We can move though, it's no problem. But yeah,
hard.
Pretty cool landscape. I guess you kind of would get Wild West vibes from here. It's got like the orange canyons and everything. With the desert itself, it's just a a screen of yellow. I guess it's just a desert, right? But here, much more Wild Westy. Some quick little I guess lore bits about this region. This is a deserty region around the south of Medaya, and it once belonged to an ancient civilization, and they did tamper a little bit with like soul manipulation and other dark magics, like some really nefarious stuff. So it didn't end up so good for them, and now you can see a lot of the landscape has been left in ruin, especially with the place we are at right now. The City of the Dead is you're taking massive damage there,
I am
Ash.
definitely taking massive damage.
Are you going to need that crash course of how to grind this area?
You know
That's why we're here. But yeah, so this place is now left in ruin. There are still some settlements here, as you can see in Asparkin, and I believe the city down below is called starts with a V. If anyone knows in chat, go ahead and throw it there. But there are 2 main cities in here in this new region. But yeah, other than that, we do have some new content that's been added with the region, of course. First and foremost, of course, everyone wants to know about the last piece of the Fallen God set, which is going to be the Artor shoes.
Yes,
you can finally get your full set of Fallen God armor now. The Artor shoes is basically craftable the same way as any of your previous Fallen God armors. You're going to need boss armor with C10, Caphras in it, and once you're good with that, go ahead and bring it over to the NPC. I believe the NPC's name is Balakar, I think. Just bring that piece of gear over, exchange it with NPC, and you will have your very own Artor shoes. You're gonna have to run, bro. You're getting cooked out here.
And by the way, my gear is actually pretty high right now, so it's not like I'm using low gear. I'm doing pretty good right now.
Yeah, I think it might be a different reason why those guys are eating you alive. But yeah, as you can see with the massive swarm of mobs that you can see with that, it is actually one of the little mini events that happens. As you can see here, he's fighting the... I can never get this name right. The Temulin Pre-Knight. So this is one of the rare events that spawns when you're grinding over here in the City of the Dead. You do get some nice loot from him. I know that's for some sweatier players. They like to turn on their Agris Fever right as they're about to kill him, so you get that little extra boost of trash loot as you're killing him, and then you just go back to turning it off. Because this place isn't exactly the most efficient for Agris Fever, so I mean, some people don't care. They always have it overcapped. You might as well spend all of it. But for our min-maxes out there, I would not recommend using your Agris Fever here. But moving on from Ator shoes, we do also have the Kabul artifacts that we have mentioned at the beginning of the stream. Really nice piece of equipment. It has all AP and other some nice stats on it. Very, very sought after. It's basically going to be your best in slot PvE, and I think some people even use it in PvP in certain situations. Great artifact. It's going to be a journey to get 2 of them. I know some people have been grinding since the patch is released, and they probably only have gone maybe less than 10 pities. Because the pity pieces, just like a lot of the other items that we have in the game, are... you know, we like to make things at least attainable, so it's not like you're never going to see this drop. So you do need 100 pieces to make the actual artifact, but if you account that you need 2.
You can also buy it from Social Market too.
True, exactly. Yeah, so if you want to just, spend that sweet silver, go ahead and leave an order up for it. I think that might be the move, especially if you're grinding for it.
As I do my Embers, always do like an order for that and just grind out.
If you get it.
Yeah, and there you go.
You got it. But if you get the order, even better.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So we also have that coming in, and we do have one really nice thing that has been added in Ulukita. It's going to be called Lofty Bed Mountains Telescope.
Yes, I actually have it right here.
Yeah. Super, that is a compass.
Oh,
that is not exactly a telescope. But this thing is also very sought after and rare. But essentially the telescope, really nice item. What it does is, I'm going to reset myself at town because the knight did kill me. It allows you to teleport to the location of your party members. So, kind of like the inverse of the compass. Interesting that you do have that on your character yourself.
Yeah, you can just teleport your party to you, but not the way around.
Exactly. So it's going to be the inverse. I know that for myself, especially, I'm a very selfish and greedy adventurer. So instead of helping pull in the boys on like a little mini CTG, I would just like to use a random person in the chat to teleport to a town that I want to be at. So that's a great use for it if you're looking for an item like that. Maybe you're in the land of morning light. I mean, although we do have, we will be getting fast travel, so right? I think we do have it.
Not yet. We will get
Not
that.
yet. We'll be getting it soon.
We'll be getting that as well. No worries there.
So, yeah, if you're stranded out and, God knows where, you can quickly just hit up the server chat. Be like, hey, man, is anyone in Velia? I need a pickup. Someone invites you to their party, and there you go. Boom, you can teleport to them. So, super cool item. I believe all the grinding spots in Ulukita do feature pieces or components of this treasure item. City of the Dead does have its own named item for the telescope, and Tungrad Ruin has, I believe it drops 2 pieces of the telescope. So there are some pieces that, of course, like the compass, you have a piece from the Vatican, you'd have a piece from the Elton, and you do have a piece from Ackman. Same for Ulukita. You do have the City of the Dead piece, you have your Tungrat Ruins piece, and really interesting is that for Darkseeker's Retreat, you can also get, I believe it's all of the compass pieces. I'm going to make sure really quickly, but I believe you do have a chance to get... okay, so from here, it looks like you can get the piece that you can get from City of the Dead, right? Looks like. Yeah. So if you're not too big of a fan of City of the Dead, go ahead and head over to Darkseeker's Retreat. You make way more money there, and it is a little bit more challenging piece of content. You can grind there, and you can still get the same telescope pieces. So
exactly.
Super awesome. Yeah. And now that we've introduced all that new content that has come with Ulukita, why don't we get into a bit of a crash course on the grind spots? Because as I can see here, Ash, you certainly need a little bit of help with some of the grinds here.
Definitely. I cannot even take down a pack.
So if we can go ahead and switch the camera to my POV really quickly, I'm going to need you to pull me back over, Ash, if you can. The first place we're going to be hitting up is going to be called City of the Dead. It is the entry-level grind spot for Ulukita. I would say it's not as difficult as it seems. Ash was just putting on a good show for the people out there. But, yeah, basically, you have these packs of mobs here. Let me go find a pack really quick. We have to node. But, yeah, while I grind this, why don't you introduce some of the mechanics to the good people out there, Ash?
So for the class itself, you have obviously you have your main and your kind of like your revolvers, you have your shotgun, and you have your little devil rocket launcher there. The idea is to kind of like string along your attacks together. So using like like your skill Trailblazer into like Sidewinder to kind of get out.
Too.
So yeah, I told you it wasn't just me. It's like
no, wait, what? Oh my gosh, you got cooked. Oh my gosh.
It's alright. It's alright. It happens to the best of us there. But like you have your running gun to kind of like get in and out. You just dash through there to mobs to mayhem, kind of like
But basically,
your AoE attacks and
let's
everything
just
like that.
really quickly walk through some of like the core mechanics of the region here. When you're grinding this spot, you kind of want to, like, if you see with these pack of mobs, you do have a small little guy right here. His name is going to be highlighted in green. That's going to be the mob that you want to focus, because whenever he does do, like, as you can see, he teleported over here. You're going to want to CC him. And if you CC him, you do see on my buff bar, I did get a little green buff, and that's kind of like the zones, how would you say, like, I guess like the marquee buff for the area.
Like kind of like Gyphon then. Right?
Exactly. You get like a Gyphon buff where it empowers you to do more damage to these monsters here.
Yeah, help you out here.
See if you can help me there. I'm just getting absolutely blasted by these monsters out here. But yeah, the main goal is to CC that little caster mob when you see him doing the little I guess animation where he's charging up. And as you probably have seen from what we showcased there, it will also knock down the mobs that are around him. So let me see if I can get it to happen again. As you can see, he's moved over here. And there you go. Once I did kill him, he dies immediately after you CC him. All the other mobs will be knocked down on the ground there, and they'll be free reign. And you do have your extra, damage buff. And nice, we do have our rare spawn as well. It's going to be the Lumen Knight. I always butcher the pronunciation of it. But yeah, this guy is pretty dangerous. As you can see, he does spawn like a bunch of beckon mobs as well. He has his own little army out here. They are easier to kill. They killed me first. But yeah, he does spawn like a ton of mobs. So it's going to be like a little mini event. You're going to want to stay in the area. Oh, we do have some backup here. I think Red Zero is going to help us out here. Oh, he's gone. But anyways, yeah.
That's fine.
As you can see with the massive amount of zombies that are chasing Ash right now, he does spawn like a few named mobs here. As you can see, the beckon mobs. Basically, they're going to be easier to kill, and they drop the same amount of loot. So, yeah, make sure you kill these guys as well. If you kill the knight, he'll drop an extra bit of loot. Yeah, and it's a good old time over here.
And also with the, you were mentioning before how the green text enemy kind of like you can actually knock them down. It will tell you on screen, like, hey, like, if you knock them down or interrupt them, they will, like, it's how you kind of, like, progress through the spot here. So
yeah, and I'm just
keep an eye on the on-screen display there. Of course, we're both more so, I would say, on the newer end to Deadeye. We have our own classes we play together, so we're taking each other's time
Yeah, I
to
might
learn
need
the
to check
class.
out
And,
my crystal setups or something because I'm just getting washed out here.
I forgot. I actually need to set mine up correctly.
Yeah. But as you can see with the mobs too, they are releasing. You see those little waves that they're shooting out.
Like the
so
warriors.
you definitely want to avoid those.
Yeah.
The waves really hurt. You could be geared, but since there's so many of these mobs setting out those waves, if you get clipped by like the frontal part of it where it's all stacked up, it can easily one-shot you. So I would say that's the only thing that is a little bit difficult about grinding this spot is dealing with those little AoEs that they do send out. Otherwise, yeah, it's a pretty good grind zone to chill at. If you guys want to swap over to Ash's POV, let me see if I can set up my crystals here real quick.
But just knock down our good old friend before. See on the screen, instead of interrupting them, we'll also send them down. So right there, to knock down here. I'm trying my best to kind of like play the class and see what I can do here. But I am not the best Deadeye player yet. No worries here. But I'm quite sure there's a lot of people out there who are way better than me who can prepare to spot a lot easier than I can, definitely. One thing is that my stamina is burning through. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to survive here. Oh. But I know one thing I need to do is set up my crystals. I'm quite sure I did not have time to do that right then and there. So, oh no, I'm getting too close there. But definitely a nice spot for like black magic crystals. It's going to be your kind of your go-to along with every new area there. So I know everyone here, you know how magical shards is kind of like your bottleneck of like how to get like tier 5 pets and other various things here. It's going to be your go-to spot here, like for all that you want to do. I've seen a lot of players, also even streamers playing this spot too. So definitely your time to shine for your black magic crystals right here. Oh no! I'm getting packed in there. I'm getting out. Alright, okay, I'm good.
My boy is playing on
I'm playing hardcore
very hard mode.
This is awesome. But I like when the mobs are difficult. At least in my, I mean that's my opinion there. Because I like the Elvia mobs though. Oh, I'm doing her 100% right now. Up close still. Oh no.
Yeah,
right, I got out of there.
But let's see if you can get that mechanic to proc, as we mentioned earlier, Ash. Basically, let's just run away from these mobs because, let's be honest, they're going to win 10 times out of 10.
Oh, yeah,
we can start off with a new pack and just really quickly show them how if they knock down the... I guess it doesn't have to be a knockdown. It can honestly be a stiff. It could be any CC.
Any kind of CC happens.
Yeah, if you CC the little caster minion, or mob, I guess, then he will grant you that buff, and then we can really quickly just show that off for everyone to see.
There we go. This guy there, knocked down easily.
Yep, and all the mobs are knocked down. So there you go. You can go ham. And that's kind of going to be your bread and butter when you're grinding here. That's what you're going to try to be looking to do. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, actually, I'm faring a lot better. Now we can see the text or the health bar is now a bit orange. So once it gets to red, then we know this person's going to be dead. But right now, I'm still taking quite a bit here. Using my little devil to get some like explosive damage going on here, but still a tough spot. That's why even with my gear right now, I am still struggling. If I see right there, 330 AP, 414 DP right now. So gotta make sure you are definitely geared for this spot. You don't want to just run in there like, you know, Vaha Timmy, I got this, boys.
Oh yeah, this is definitely not a season spot. This ain't
there's
it.
no Leroy Jenkins in this here. You gotta make sure you're
not
doing
the
well.
spot for you. But I mean, with a little bit of gearing up, you can definitely break into these spots. Actually, a little bit of a sneak peek into what we have planned for next week. We're going to be having a little bit of initiative going on that we're going to be in, you know, having some of our content creators from Black Desert Console get out there and really help people get back into the game. So if you are a returning adventurer or you're completely new, they're going to be out there on their streams. We can, you know, we're going to be, of course, we're going to be shouting them out via in-game and also on Discord as well. Check their stream out, ask them a few questions, and they'll help you get kitted out so you can get geared up.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, a lot of them play Deadeye and love Deadeye. They play, you know, they've been playing her for a long time, so they have much more of a better feel of how she's kind of play more compared to me. I'm, you know, I'm mainly a warrior player, so I'm quite sure they're going to fare a lot better than I would.
All right, cool. Why don't we move on to the next spot then? I think we've seen enough here. They've I think the mobs are 10-0 against us right now, so
I almost got one pack completed.
That's true. You do be killing them out here though.
Finally, I'm starting to learn. As you can see, it's a pretty easy class. So you know, the class you can take time to learn it, and then you'll obviously have an idea of how to play it. better than I am, and then you will clear it faster than I am for sure.
Yes. All right, so let me just go ahead and really quickly pop over to the next spot, and I'll pull you over, Ash. So don't go anywhere. Let me just...
Let's pull this guy here. A Revenger. Haha. It's definitely a nice spot. Oh, hello there. Mirette? You're probably talking in chat right now. I don't know. Maybe not.
Bro,
hello.
he was just looking at us and laughing. We're just getting cleared
Buff,
by these
please.
mobs.
Maybe later. Maybe later.
Yeah, maybe
later.
after the stream or something like that. Maybe check in. Yeah, maybe later.
Yeah, maybe later. Right now, I have to hop on out here on my little rope.
Okay.
But it's definitely a nice, cool zone here. Oh, getting stuck in the mob zone. Like reminds you of the Grand Canyon. If you think about it, like all this like really tall orange rocks and like the sand as well. Kind of similar to how Altanova is right now, but it's a very big area here. Like very big area.
Yeah, and I kind of like the overall feel.
Like it's a massive zone here.
Yeah. It really does fit the theme of Deadeye. You know, it really reminds me of like the Old West.
Yeah,
so
you can
really
see
cool.
my nice character too.
Let me just pull you over. Sorry, it's been taking so long.
Oh, you're fine. But yeah, I am. Well, when I get back and play my warrior class, you know, and Deadeye as well too, I'm gonna get her done with season because all
You have
that
to at
juicy
least do
loot.
season, yeah.
I mean, we have the current event that's still going on right now with season. If you level up your seasonal character right now, you get, I believe it's 2 Radiant Star chests.
Exactly.
And those gives you, I believe it's 2 sets of all tap boss gear plus all Kaposha like accessories, so your Kaposha ring and jewelries. Pretty much an easy way to get you like right up there to kind of like next progression here.
Oh, let me just bump it up a little bit.
It's definitely good. And also I think there is a cool new thing with the season completion as well too. You get the cool, I think it's called cool fishing rod. It's kind of like the Papu Creo fishing rod where you can get like a lot of things like 3 fish in one go, and it's like has like 1,000 durability. Very cool for all the AFK fishers out there to go ahead and try out season with the Deadeye and get both those rewards from here and then new rewards from the Deadeye level up challenge, and then you get both of those situated and you're good to go for your journey. You can go AFK fish while you're away from going to work or whatever, and come back, play some more Deadeye, keep going from there.
Yeah,
so
and also last but not least, of course, once you do finish that, on top of the 2 Radiant Start boxes that you get, on top of the fishing rod you also do get a piece of pen boss gear. Yeah. So super nice. For our new adventurers out there, you are equipped with your first piece of pen right off the bat. I know that for some of our veteran adventurers,
you're talking about no worries.
Yeah, they might not be too interested in something like that because they might be kitted out already. But quick little trick that you can do, little quick tip from Vaha over here. You could craft a Labresca helmet or a piece of Fallen God armor and smack that thing, get it to duo. There you go. You just printed like 40 bill. So yeah, it's a nice little water cache that's just sitting in there. So for our other adventurers who have not yet started season, good chance to hop in. And yeah, now we are at this new spot. This is going to be called Tungrad Ruins. This is, I would say, quite the big step up from our last grind spot. You may see those City of Dead mobs clearing us and just literally just beating our heads in.
Yeah, I mean, they're strong.
Yeah, but I mean, if you do the mechanics correctly, if you do burst them down while they're on the floor, it should not be a big problem for you to fight those mobs. So now, though, in Tungrad Ruins, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. This area is way more dangerous due to the fact that if you kind of just walk around the mobs, Ash, you'll see that some of them have...
You want me to be the test dummy here?
Oh, of course.
Oh, okay.
You're the best tank out there.
I
mean, gunslinger.
Okay.
Same thing, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
But as you can see, some of our executioner mobs here are very dangerous because they do have big AoEs, and let's just see if we can get them to do their attack really quickly.
Oh, I see.
As you can see, the one on the left right there is swinging. If you see the animation and you don't have the best DR, you might want to run. because especially from some of the
Oh my goodness.
yeah, as you can see, there's a ton of damage. I've heard from our evasion players as well that there's no taking that. Evasion's always kind of like a coin toss, right? You're either tanking all the damage and taking 0, or you're gonna get clipped pretty hard there by all of it. So I would really watch out for that cooldown there. And much like the last grind spot that we hit up, as you can see with the Visionary mob, what we want to do here is we want to basically CC this Visionary mob, and as you CC him, he will get knocked, or I guess kind of in a stunned state. You just have to damage him to a little bit.
So and get
I
him
believe
here.
it's CC, and also you want to get him to a little bit of a health threshold.
It's a bit much damage here.
Getting destroyed over there. I gotta tag him. I gotta help my boy out. I gotta help my boy out.
Tag me in.
But yeah, there you go. As you can see, it did the little green icon. I did get the buff there. I think I stole it from you.
How could you?
But it's kind of the same mechanic as the last spot. You do want to get that green buff, and it makes it a lot easier to kill the mobs that are here when you have that buff.
Again, similar to Gaifen's pretty much. Like once you clear out the correct. Oh, actually, look, I got the sealed black magic crystal.
There you go.
As well too.
I told you, it drops like candy, man.
And I got 3. Oh, actually, I got 1. Sorry. I was like, wait, I got 3. What is like?
Yeah. So really quickly, just helping you out here. We gotta clear out these mobs. But yeah, I would say this spot is not too hard to grind. It's definitely a lot more dangerous, that's for sure.
I thought it was a bit easier compared to the zombie one. That was like so much overrun. I was like, oh man.
Oh no, trust me, this spot's a lot harder. This spot
really?
is definitely a lot harder. So if you're well acclimated to it already, you like the spot better, that's good news, Ash. This is probably one of the better money-making spots in Ulukita as well. I know that a lot of people will be spending their time here just, either looking for the telescope piece, or if they want to get Essence of Devouring. That also drops in large quantities here. A lot of the way our adventurers have done tier lists for these grind spots is based on how many Essence of Devourings that are dropping from the monster zones. And if you're grinding at City of Dead, it'll happen here and there, but nowhere as much as how many will drop here in Tundra Ruins. Really, really big spot for dropping those Essence of Devouring. So people who hate enhancing, there you go. You have a whole bunch of stacks to just
They sell
be
for good
built.
money too. Actually, I think they're like,
Exactly.
is it a bill or so?
I think they start off at a bill. As people get more and more of them, of course, the price might drop a little bit. But hey, any money is good money, so we take that. Yeah. And I don't know if you want to move to the next spot, Ash. We kind of basically covered the main mechanic with it. Watch out for a big guy's hammer when he swings it around, especially if he's spinning. Super dangerous. Of course, you want to look for that green buff. So maybe we can try to hit up another pack. Let's just leave this pack alone, because they are indeed winning against us
See
once
how
again.
vast this area looks like. It's a very big zone here. Like, so it's definitely like more spots to kind of like check out here. And
Oh
look
yeah,
at.
there's tons of rotations here. You can easily grind in peace with your fellow adventurers. There's so much real estate here. There's always going to be rotation around for you.
Take your mentee out here.
I don't know about that. That is not a nice day at work for them.
It's a good lesson, Don't mess with the big boys yet until you get to the big leagues.
That's like taking little Timmy to the zoo and throwing him into the cage. I don't know about that one.
Some days you gotta learn, man. This is how you learn.
Yeah. So why don't we hit up that pack really quick right now? Let's just go ahead and spot out the Visionary. So your goal here is going to be to burst down the Visionary. Do as much damage as you can to the Visionary. Get him as low as possible. Because our goal here is to get that buff. We want that green buff. All these Ulukita grind spots have that green buff to signify that you're going to be doing more damage to the mobs.
Trying to get to this guy here about getting myself killed.
There you go. I think you got it. You might have your buff bar
I have
off.
a buff off, yeah.
Yeah, but you see every time that mob is going to do that green pulse means that you have that buff on. So
Okay, nice.
it's going to be the main kind of like gimmick around Ulukita for you to play around. But yeah, I think we are good here as well. These guys are quite dangerous, and I think they're very unhappy with you.
They are, as they rightfully should be. Oh, they got
yeah,
me.
that's another one for the Tungrad Ruins.
Oh, yes, they've got that one.
But yeah, let's go ahead and hop on over to our next spot then.
Alright.
I hope that this kind of explanation is kind of helpful for some of our viewers out there. I was hoping that we would be able to fight these guys to a certain degree, but we are kind of getting the floor mopped with these mobs here. It's not the best showing for us, but it's a new class. Everyone's learning, so.
Oh, yeah. it's a new class and new area zone for us on console here, so definitely one to learn from and kind of understand the mechanics.
Exactly.
So, but even us, like we were playing it, of course, like it's still a bit new for us, and we're still clearing the packs, albeit slower. And I'm quite sure my crystals are not set up here yet. Let me see.
Yeah, we don't have the crystals.
I'm on the wrong one right here.
It's
Don't
rough.
worry. I'll get that situated
us.
afterwards here. But yeah, back to that. It's like even though it's a new spot, obviously it's geared towards those who are kind of like at that level, right? If you're at that level, you know your class, you know how to grind, of course, and you have like the right APDP. Then this spot is for you to venture to and try out to get like the new armor pieces, the flame, the flame, get the new devouring, get some more loot. I mean, trash loot's a lot more expensive here, of course, and of course the black magic crystals there. Yeah, can't go wrong with that one there. So
all right, so I am at the next spot, but we do have an adventure grinding here in this rotation. So if we really quickly swap on servers, then I'm going to switch over.
Okay.
Let's just pop on over, and I'll pull you over again.
Alrighty.
I would say Darkseeker's Retreat. When it was released, it was part of, like you mentioned earlier, there was a part 1 Ulukita and a part 2. Of course, we got all of it in its entirety. But back then, you only really had, I think it was City of Dead and Tungrad Ruins to choose from. But with the introduction of Darkseeker's Retreat, it's a really nice grind spot because maybe you're playing a class that doesn't have the biggest AoEs per se. And you just, you want to have like the same feeling of like killing. I guess it's kind of like oops, I did need to pull you. So yeah, this grind spot is much more compact with bigger elite mobs that you will then clear to spawn smaller baby mobs, but they all run towards you, so it's nice.
Yeah, it's good to see.
Okay. Try to pull you again.
But I heard like Darkseekers is also on like I'll say the highest level here. Let me go ahead and change the server though here in a second here. GM Dennis, you can hop over to our good old friend Vaha's screen here. I'm gonna do a little change here.
Okay. I guess since we are waiting for that, I'll quickly demo this area for everyone to see. As you can see, we got these two big old guys here. And that's kind of going to be like how this grind spot works. You just have like that smaller area, especially with the two big mobs. As you can see here, that move that he's doing with the big blast is going to be something that you want to avoid, especially from these guys.
Oh, yes.
I got tapped immediately. Super painful.
Let me set up my crystal real fast too as well.
Yeah, but basically, this grind spot is kind of like the best of both worlds, I feel like. Because as I mentioned earlier, you do have the chance to get the telescope pieces. The universal one, there is one universal telescope piece that does drop from any of these monster zones in Ulukita. And also you get the City of Dead one. So, maybe you're not the biggest fan of City of Dead. Come over to, Darkseeker's Retreat, and you got bigger gains as well as, a bigger chance to get that piece. Okay.
Yeah. Someone said in chat just now, Dead Seeker's Retreat. Is that true? Is that really that hard?
Oh, I mean, for me, it's Dead Seeker's Retreat. What in the heck is happening, bro?
Yeah, he is heck strong, man.
Wait, why am I paper, though? I really wonder. If I do have gear on everything. I don't know.
You have gear, and it's going to hurt, man. Like, this spot is definitely difficult for everyone. I mean, sure. But, like I said, when you're ready to play with the big boys, then you can hit that spot. But maybe you need to gear up first, or maybe to learn more of the class to get like a better feel of like what to do, how to engage before you go ahead to these spots here. Clearly, we haven't had too much of a chance of it, but we still fared pretty decent, I think. Like for people who are just now trying out the class themselves, it just came out today for console, so bear with us a bit here. But it's definitely a fun class. It's more so plays towards your mid-range class with some short-range engages, of course, but it feels really good. It's got a good amount of AoE as well too, and lots of I would say concentrated fire. I'm not really sure if that's the word for that choice there, but definitely I would say worth like giving it a shot to. Yep. Let me get here. Right, I'm gonna jump on you here in a bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some support. I need some cover fire, my friend.
Alrighty, I'm coming in hot.
Yeah, but as you can see, the main goal here is to kill these first two big mobs. Every one of the rotations will be starting off with these 2 big guys, and once you clear them, if I ever do clear them, they will spawn a swarm of smaller mobs that you will then kill to get more trash loot. And once you clear those guys, then that's basically it. How am I just getting one-tapped?
I mean, the guy said this, hey, Dead Seeker's Retreat. I think that's what he
Bro,
was
this
mentioning
might as well be
before.
Dead Seeker's Retreat, man. Holy. Yeah.
There you go. Okay, right now I am definitely surviving this here, kind of, but my stamina is definitely not faring the best here.
Yeah, let's go ahead and jump over to Ash's screen right now since at least he's alive.
Oh my goodness. I think you spoke too soon there, buddy.
Well, he's barely alive, but he's
Yes.
alive. Don't lose
Keep
aggro on them. Don't lose aggro on them.
I'm
We need
keeping
them.
distance here. Don't worry.
No, they reset.
Oh, it's not short of a range.
It's okay.
Okay.
We'll fight them together here.
Let's do it. Yeah, right now this is definitely a top spot from what I heard before. Like, it's good for
Oh, yeah.
lots of loot, but they do a lot of damage here. Like, they just right now just got me. Oh, that hurt so bad.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And it's also one of the more involved grind spots as well, because it does have a lot of mini events that do spawn here and there. As we mentioned earlier, everyone's going to be looking for that Flame of Resonance piece to make your outdoor shoes. So sometimes when you'll be grinding in Darkseeker's Retreat, you'll have some mini events that do pop up. It will be, it kind of looks like a little orb, I guess, like a blazing sun is kind of what it's called. Just hang on, Ash, I'll pull you on over.
Alrighty.
But yeah, we'll have like a little orb that spawns whenever you are clearing the packs, and basically what that does is it's not threatening to you at all. You know, you just kill the orb and you will get a guaranteed Ember of Resonance. So whenever you do have that mini event happen, there you go, boom, you're guaranteed 1 pity for the 100. If you see that event 100 times, you got the flame.
I mean, that's good for me right there. I'll take it.
Yeah, super nice. We just pull you over again. Yeah.
Quick speed.
On top of that, we also do have some other events too. As you can see, there's 2 big guys for each of these rotations. You'll have 2 of these big guys hanging around. Yeah, I think this was one of the nicer rotations I like to do. I think when you're grinding here, you really only need to have 3 of these rotations.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow.
Yeah, they're really strong.
Yeah. See, I think frontal guard is very important right here.
Yeah.
Let's head to Vaha's
here?
screen where I get back there.
Yeah. So as you can probably see on my screen here, you see this little orb in the sky here. That's going to be the mini event that comes out with the blazing sun. If you defeat these things, it'll give you an essence, it'll give you an ember, not an essence, of resonance. Another event that happens here is going to be whenever you do kill these guys and you're grinding, they will also spawn a nice event, basically, which is like a really big version of this guy. Only one of them will spawn. So same thing, you'll have to down him, and then also he'll be spawning a bunch of like special named mobs alongside of him. Those mobs will be weakened, just like the City of the Dead. They'll be in a weakened state, so it's quite easier to kill them, and you'll just be able to bump up your trash loot by a really big amount by killing those. I see that you kind of got evaporated there, Ash, by that move there. I
think I'm jumping in there, like, while I'm using the move, I'm just like flying right into the bomb right there. Like, zip for me right there.
I'm just getting clapped out here.
Yeah, it is definitely a strong monster zone right here. I believe it's a 330 AP.
Let me pull it up really quick to check.
Yeah, I think that's around the right zone here.
Yeah, this is a 330 zone. So
and
super
our current
high.
AP is 330 right now, so we beat the zone. But I think
but
the
our
DP
skill level isn't up there yet. Yeah.
Well, the DP requirement is, I believe, is 450. I think, or am I maybe a bit confused here? I think it's around that level there, but it's definitely a strong zone to try to fight here, especially on Deadeye. Of course, I'm quite sure like any more experience Deadeye will have fare better. My warrior would definitely fare better, of course, because I know to play more of warriors. I've been playing it for like 5+ years so far, so I'm a very veteran warrior main. But yeah, learning the class here, Battle Arena is definitely perfect for this opportunity right here. Just kind of learn the class, how to manage your frontal guard, super armor, stuff like that. for PvP, PvE is going to be definitely your frontal guard. You're kind of like what you would use the most here.
Yep.
But
And really quickly here, I see that Wildest is asking a question in the stream chat right now on Twitch. They're mentioning that on the map where you can see the item drops from each of the zones, that City of the Dead and Tungrad don't show the full flame drop from those areas, and you are indeed correct. To actually go for the Autor shoes, and if you wanted to grind for the Embers, you do have to come to Darkseeker's Retreat. It is a drop that is exclusive to Darkseeker's Retreat, and as you have mentioned, the Yizrahid Highlands. So as you can see, yep, we have the Ember here, and we have the Flame here. Whereas if we check out Tungrad Ruins, I would say Tungrad Ruins is more kind of just like your make money spot, like you're just here to make money. Oh, actually, you can get Embers here too. There you go. Yeah. But honestly, the best grind spot for that is going to be here. You're going to want to be in Darkseeker's Retreat or Dude, the names are crazy.
Yizrahid
Highlands. Yeah. You're going to be at one of these two spots. And if you're at these other places, it's mainly just for hitting up the telescope pieces. Actually, I do see that the Ember is dropped here. So I think he just means the full flame. The full flame is not dropped from these other regions, only from here. Only from Darkseekers. There you go, with the full flame. Yep. So
for good reason though, because it's a hard spot.
Exactly. Yeah. Let's go ahead and move on over to the next zone. If you want to go there first, Ash, and I'll follow you very quickly.
I will do so.
I have a bone to pick with these guys before I leave. I gotta kill one of them, man. Please.
I was pretty close. They were turning orange, you know, because the health bar only only shows you shows like question mark because you haven't enough knowledge of that actual mob yet. So you can only kind of guess like, am I close to killing this person yet based off of like their health bar. Once you get more knowledge, you'll see the exact amount of health that's dropped here.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and bring you here right now. There's a lot of people here. Oops, I went to the wrong person here. Sorry. There is a lot of people here right now.
Yeah, this next spot that we're going to, I'm pretty sure we have a lot of our more serious veteran adventurers out there who have done their due diligence and have done a little bit of research on, you know, where the best spots in Ulukita to get your loot, and especially for people who are trying to rush down those Autor shoes. Yizrahid Highlands is definitely going to be one of the more popular spots for everyone to come out to grind. This spot, let's see, as we got in here, someone's already just killing this first one. The one next to it too is also taken up, I think.
Oh yeah, looks like
guys
it.
Just cranking away at it. But yeah, this is a very interesting grind spot because, as you can see, this is very, very stationary. With the other zones, you do have a little bit of sway with how the mobs, you can pull them out and stuff like that. But this is going to be one of our very, very stationary grind spots, much like Gaifin, I would say, or even more so like
Tree Mirmok Ruins.
Exactly, much more like Mirmok, just like they have a very, very set grind rotation because you're literally just standing there and playing around this structure that we have here. So as you can see, this adventure is here grinding it. We do have a few mechanics that it does go through. Obviously, the red circles, very bad.
Yes, don't stay in the red.
Yeah, but this spot is basically kind of like a, I wouldn't say a rhythm game, but it has a very clear start and beginning to the grind spots animations. So when you do engage the construct that we have here, it looks like he just got to the last portion of it. When you do engage with it, it will have, I believe it'll have like one of the legs will glow red.
Yeah.
And basically when you see the leg glow red, you're going to want to go over to it, hit the leg. And your goal is to damage the leg as much as you can to trigger the next phase of the fight, I believe. And as you can see, the energy distribution is at 30%. I think he is getting close to the last phase of the structure here. But it'll be within 3-minute rotations. Basically, whenever you're fighting this construct here, you'll have 3 minutes of where you're fighting, and then it'll reset again, and then it'll start back up at the very start. So for people who really want to min-max, you can time your class buffs, and also you can save your BSR for the very start of that thing, and then pop it at the beginning.
Some tips from Vaha.
Yeah. And like I said, to start it off, you want to just very much focus down the leg that turns red. Once that happens, it will then activate the construct and it'll start getting angry, a little grumpy with you. So once it gets up and it stands up and starts attacking you, basically what you want to do is, if you can see in the middle, oops, I dropped my controller here, but the core of the construct there is what you want to focus, because that will turn red as well. And if you see red, hit it. If you see red on the ground, move away from it. It's definitely going to do a lot of damage. So once you do hit the core, that's your next step, right? You're going to hit the leg until it's weakened, and then the core will light up red. You're going to want to damage the core, and then once that happens, it'll move into its second phase.
Right now, he's actually showing on screen right now, moment, so...
Yeah.
Core looks like it's exposed right now. The core is.
Yeah, maybe you want to, if we can hop over to Ash's screen really quick, Jin, Dennis, sorry for whoever this is. We're kind of ruining your rotation.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling a bit bad here. I apologize.
But the thing about this place is, so the construct in the middle definitely helps you grind the zone as well. Because as you're going through the phases, it'll have certain points in time where the construct will have burst. As you can see earlier, when it was standing up, it had some electric burst, and then what that does basically is it clears all the trash mobs that's around it.
Oh, okay.
So there you go. You basically don't have to do any of the damage, and you get to loot all the trash that comes out of the mobs that got exploded. Usually it'll do it 3 times per phase.
Oh, so kind of like the area, I forgot the name of it exactly, in Landamore Light, when the fox spirit spawns.
The Doki Force.
No, other version of it. Let me actually look up my map here. Hold on a second. I'm like brain farting this right now. Actually,
I mean, it has to be the Doki Force.
Nah. Hongland base. Yeah.
Okay.
The fox spirit spawns and then the
oh,
three
yes,
waves
yes.
of fire
Oh,
come
that's
out
what
and
you
wipe
mean.
the mobs.
Okay, yeah.
So similar
basically,
to that kind of mechanic where it wipes the mobs over and over and over again after.
Yeah.
It's about 3 times. You get a buff afterwards. What about that?
Yep, and as you can see here, the adventure is probably in the last final stages of it, so it will reset soon. But you do see a lot of these like green AoEs popping up, right? These green AoEs basically are they give you the, like I said, remember as we talked about earlier, the gimmick in Ulukita is going to be this green buff. Green buff is good. It does do a little bit of damage to you, but it also does give you that very nice buff that you're going to need to do extra damage to Ulukita mobs. So it's worth, the chip damage. There you go, as you can see. Yeah, and it looks like he is... Is it ending? It kind of got up. It's still going, so I guess he's still going through the phases. But that's about it. 3-minute rotations where it'll go through these phases. Of course, if you see red highlighted on any of its limbs, hit it. And if you see green, green is probably good for you. It'll do a little bit of damage, but you do get the buff. Of course, avoid the red circles. Very, very bad for your health. And yeah, it'll be a nice grind here. I do feel like with most of our adventures, you're going to see a lot of them either hanging out here or at Darkseeker's Retreat, because that's where all the jackpot loots are going to be. You have your Kabua fragments and your Kabua artifacts dropping, and also, of course, a full flame who doesn't want to get one piece and just be done with it, right? So these 2 spots will definitely be contested. They will be a little bit more challenging, of course, with the gear score requirements, but for good reason, right?
Of course.
Yeah. So there you go. I think his thing will be coming to an end very soon here, as you can see.
Core is exposed again here. Just gonna swipe on through and watch. Sorry, man.
But he's just going through, clearing the mobs, as you can see. One thing that is kind of interesting, the last tidbit, a little bit of a tip for this place, is going to be, I think one of those mobs chased you down earlier is going to be one of the bigger constructs that's, running over to you. You do want to kill that guy as soon as you can, because the thing with that mob is that it has kind of like a little timer on it, so much like Jatina in the Deadeye video. After a set amount of time, he will blow up. He becomes a little bomb. So you're going to want to kill that guy before he does that, because it does a lot of damage to you. And yeah, it's a pretty chill spot if you're watching like Netflix or something like that. Maybe you're just, chilling at night. You don't really want to be too active. This is
the good old days in Miramar, and just sitting there, with the boys, just grinding away, watching moving aside.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. And I think that about covers all the grind spots that we have introduced in Ulukita. That's a wrap on them.
There are very challenging zones. I mean, like we were talking before, Darkseeker, definitely, as you can see my death marker there, definitely a challenging spot. I got blown up once there, but of course, the prize right there being Flame of Resonance. Definitely worth it. And I mentioned before earlier, Kabua's Fragment. If you don't get Kabua's, right off the bat, you can get the Fragment here as well.
Yeah.
And sell it to the Central Market if you have, your already completed piece, which some apparently do. They sell it in Central Market.
Yeah.
And I was talking about it in Twitch saying, yeah, I got it right.
It's some good money. These pieces go for around 100 mil, I think.
Oh, yeah.
At the cap, so really good money as well.
Yep. A lot of good stuff right there, surely. And you can see the recommended DP 430 plus. I am 442 DP, so I'm biting a bit more than I can chew here, but more than we can chew here because
Okay, honestly, I think it's also because we don't have any buffs on either. That may be it.
We have like a simple cron.
We don't have anything on, so that's probably why we're getting like our butts handed to us out here.
Yeah.
But another interesting thing that we didn't mention earlier, if you can go ahead and loot, mouse over to loot over here, just really quickly hover over the Forgotten Limo piece.
Mm-hmm.
This is a new mechanic that we've added. I wouldn't call it a mechanic, I guess. It's just like a rare drop. It's basically when you get one of these, you can kind of say, nice, I just got like 2 or 3 double rings. In the past, we've had double record necklace that drops from Ash Forest. We've had the belt that drops from Crypts, but we haven't had too many avenues to earn the earring and also the ring. So with the advent of Ulukita, we do have this new Forgotten Limbo seal, and basically what it does is it brings you over to the Mountain of Eternal Winter, and once you go up to the peak where you have the little trial there, it's called Trial of Arithia. You can go in there and do this little Limbo seal. Depending on how lucky you are, you will get 2 double rings till I feel like some people have seen about like 6 double rings because it's all RNG. Like you do the stages that they go through, and you could get a double ring from one of the monsters. You could not, so it's random. But you can basically sign it off as I got 2 double rings. I think some of them even come in hands too. If you're really really lucky, you might even get like a dual double ring or like a pride double ring from.
I'm just kidding.
That's a little crazy. I don't know about that, but yeah, I know that some people already have gotten the seal, and yeah, it's some great loot.
Yeah, it looks like all the zones actually offer this, so definitely gonna be seeing it more than you would see it, everywhere else. But yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, and in some of the new content that we have yet to see, when we do bring out Dekia for console, a lot of the grind spots will also drop the Forgotten Limbo seal.
Cool.
So yeah, this is a really nice item. It does have an expiry date on it, so much like the Witch's Token from Mountain of Eternal Winter, you do have to use it before 7 days. Otherwise, you're going to be very sad when you log in and you see that X'd out red item in your inventory.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's going to suck right there. Hopefully, I remember to actually do that.
Yeah. So, since we did cover most of the grind spots, albeit it was a little shoddy since we were just getting chewed out and spit out, let's go ahead and jump into our fun gym event that we have planned for everyone.
Of course, let's do it then. We're going to head into some RBF. And you already saw that my crystals were set up for PvP, but my skills as Deadeye player could be a different saying right there. As a warrior player, I'm not too shabby. I think our good old friend Guido would know about that for sure. Well, let's hop on over there. Let's see if we have an active one already there. Actually, before we go, don't forget to make your crystal changes real quick before you go in there.
Doing that right now.
I was like, wait a second.
On.
This is my EP for like actually my warrior, so it may not fare too well for her, but maybe it's the excuses flying out right now before I actually get
Hey, we gotta we gotta do our time. You gotta get that practice in, so no better time than now, right?
Let's see, we can hop into maybe Castle Ruins. How about 2? Because right now it's at 14 minutes, so it's a good amount of time right there. You can run down the clock here.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem like there's too many people in there, so let's go ahead and hop in, everyone.
All right,
so if you're free right now, if you're in stream, go ahead and hop into this little quick RBF with us. And I believe it was, Castle Ruins 2. I see a lot of people are hopping in already. We got 9 people in here already.
Oh, yeah. Well, I just remember right now, like, our bus.
Screw it. We'll do it live. It's fine.
We'll do it live, right? Let's do it,
it's
man.
Fine.
We got
do it live.
Simple Crown Mill for the win. Taking me to the roof right here, boys.
Yeah.
I'm at the... Oh, we're on the same team. Let's go. It's 2 dead weights in the same team. We're going to get carried by our good old friends here.
It's just going to be a shootout in here. Everyone's just going to be on their dead eyes.
Wild West here.
All right.
Yeah, so let me actually put on my ring menu so we can see exactly what I have here set up. So actually, it's still there. We go. I got all this set up here, so not too bad.
Yeah, and also one thing that I forgot to introduce earlier as well was, of course, her class buff. So as I mentioned, if you do switch your ammo from your normal rounds to your Marnie rounds, you do have a quick reset on the last ability that you used, which is very nice for people who would want to use like a big damaging ability again, or oops, I am Gonzo.
I am Gonzo too.
But basically, it resets the last skill that you use, right? You can use it again. Your class buff basically does the same thing. When you pop your class buff, you will be able to reset the cooldown on your last used ability. It does not stack with the ammo switching, so do choose wisely. But of course, it comes with nice boosts as well to your crit rate and your AP.
Hold down.
And let's just go ahead.
It's definitely an interesting way to play. I'm like learning on the fly here.
I'm a little slowed here. Oh, can we get this guy?
Too good.
The wizard is too slippery, man. But yeah, while we're playing right now, let's go ahead and see how many people in chat have made their Deadeye already, and how many people are actually thinking about completely just like main swapping to it. I just got
annihilated. That was amazing right there. One thing is like even though we're responding really quickly, the load screen is just like almost non-existent right there. Hard to see our cool little Ulukita new monster zone load screen we have on there. It's going by so quickly here. But let's see if we can get. I want to get at least one kill here. I'm gonna steal someone's kill. Sorry. Who's my victim here?
Okay, I don't want to blame it on like just console players being super geared, but man, we're like doing negative damage to these guys and getting insta. I'm gone.
Oof, my goodness. I am deaf. Pole killed me.
Yeah, but as we can see in chat, we do have some people shouting Deadeye out. Buckley says maybe a longtime Shy player, a Shy enthusiast. So if they're thinking about playing Deadeye, that's really nice to see that trying something new. Oh my god, the damage is insane.
Someone said like level 55 Deadeye here feels great, but needs some moves. Yeah, I mean there's some rebound moves right now too. Of course, like every now and then we may make a change where we add even new skills to like, or even make like entire rebounds of skills. I know we had before a long time ago the class reboot skills, where we kind of made like significant changes to all class skills. So it was quite a lot. We also added some new ones too. So definitely, you can check it out. I mean, it's not like we never add new skills to classes like we did before. We add new ones for warrior. I know we had the Heaven's Cleave added to the game as well too. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting jumped. They see it, they're like, Ash is here. I am a target. Don't worry, I am not a pinata, so killing me will not grant you a special gift.
Nice.
Or maybe it will. I don't know. Let's find out.
Seems like, Kel's Seraph is on his Ascension quest right now. Pretty good bit of fun. Oh no, dude, I'm so bad at that.
I'm saying I must die. No, I must survive. Okay, I am a survivor, and I am not. Oh wait, no, I am not surviving. Okay, never mind. Yeah, the moment I said that, the booster just wants towards me. It's like, okay, you said that. Alright, cool. You're gone. You're out of there.
Yeah, you're done, my friend.
Oh my god. That's awesome.
I think we might have to be a little bit more strategic about how we play this. Maybe we, hang out in the little backline and have our team go in first before we just jump in there and, send it.
We need meat shields. Okay. Everyone here, I hope you're watching. We need a meat shield. You must defend us. We are your I guess your captain here. Okay, I messed up.
Oh, Aphrodite's so low. He's running. They're running. Get him.
Oh no. Okay, I'm out of here. Oof. You're out of there. I was close.
Yeah, and really interesting with her, like, oh, that's me. But she does also have, like, her, I don't even know how to call it. Would you say it's some sort of, like, a Geronimo type of, like, rope swing ability?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can be a special person, Mr. Jones. Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely get some good airtime on that ability. So I've seen some people get pretty creative with it. Of course, they have the rope swing that gives them a little bit of airtime. And then they'll have, like, the little devil cannon burst after it to buy a little bit more space for them, and then just really go pretty far with that. Nice.
I like when she's doing the sideway run and then shoot that gun. I guess it's
running gun.
Yeah, running gun. Yeah, that's really cool. Actually, I like that.
Just got one tap.
Yeah, I know I'm trying to be safe
That was a
here,
good
but
grab,
I don't
though.
know. I am definitely not going to get a kill out here. I feel like the Musa's really slippery. He's got a lot of points, but I am not going to get it. Oh, wait, I'm by myself. Hold on a second.
Ash, we gotta stop feeding, man. We gotta start doing something. Our team
Hey,
is team is getting railed out here.
Our team knows that we are dead weight. Don't worry, it's okay.
Deadeye, dead weight.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
Us.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
You have
no,
two dead weight bodies to carry on.
guys, please. No.
Warriors, we must prevail. You cannot let us down. We are. Whereas you have like this meme, right, where like they're talking about like the players who are on a team talking the most trash, and then like they win the game. They're like 0-8. It's like, ah, yes, these guys are support.
Yeah, we have like the lowest scores and 0 damage dealt.
Oh man, nice. Oh, striker here just got me completely here. Just ran there, burning palm, saw me,
Oh my
the leg
gosh.
dropped, and now I was just instant.
I'm getting killed by Scarlet Despair on repeat.
I want to get one kill here. I know I'm going to get it. I see to steal someone's kill. I got this.
Yeah.
All me here.
And as I'm looking at the chat right here, Ram says Deadeye's been nerfed 3 times so far, and yeah, it's true. But also, I think she's still in a pretty good spot. The damage that she does is very, very good for PvP engagements, and she can definitely provide a lot. She has some good range CCs, and I feel like she's still in a pretty good spot. Definitely not as good as release date, but you know, like everything has to be balanced some way, right?
Yeah.
Classes on release are a little bit overtuned sometimes, so it's the job of our devs to bring them back down to earth so that everyone can have fun.
Yeah, I am not. We need to go forward here and find. Oh wait, we got this.
No, I need to
Little
run. I'm not
fight
going
here.
forward to go. I'm good. I'm going back. That's where I'm going.
Oh, I got a kill. I stole someone's kill. Let's
okay.
go. My kill. Oh,
Ash is on the board. Ash is on the board.
I want something. Hopefully I can keep the points here. Though. I don't know if I can keep it or not. Depends.
We'll try to get
I
out
am
of here.
definitely not having a good time. They're definitely coming for me here. I need to get out of here. My stamina is super low.
Oof.
I'm getting chased. All right, there you go. Get him, boys. Yeah, you're trying to get me here. I have a
Guys,
guardian.
this is not indicative of Deadeye gameplay. Please. This is not what it always looks like, I promise.
I need my bodyguard. Let's go. We're going to go, what's it called? B formation.
Also, the class does not come with bodyguards. You're going to have to fend for yourself.
Don't worry. Hey, if you're doing the mentor-mentee program,
Okay,
there you go.
it comes with one bodyguard.
Yeah,
Make
one
sure you have a
bodyguard, yes.
mentor.
You have a mentor. He'll
Oh
be
my
they'll be your bodyguard right there
gosh.
for you to actually play and survive RBF. Oh no.
Yeah, but
I
geez.
can't get out in time.
Yo, players are getting super geared these days. I know that, especially on console, people are just salivating. They're like getting ready for their sovereign weapons that hopefully we'll be getting very, very soon when we can get Land of Morning Light to come out. We don't yet have any concrete dates for those announcements yet, but of course we're trying our best to catch things up to the most latest content. So whenever we have news available, be sure to check our official website. But I mean, even if you don't, we'll make sure to make a pretty big hoo-ha about it so you'll know about it.
Jump right in there. Oh man.
Yeah, but people are like ready. Like I know that some adventurers already have like their extra 10 black stars, or they just have like a
Like me?
you have an extra one though.
I have all of it ready. You already have.
Okay,
10 black
Ash.
star. Like I said, I play my own personal character on a console as well too. So I play around. You may see me around there, but you would never know who I am for sure. I know our good old friend Thicky Minaj from I think it's is it Chaos Guild? I'm not really sure which guild he's gone to now. They always try to figure out who I am, but you never know. But yeah, I got my extra pen black star from the free woman giveaway, and the TET one we gave. I made that into a pen. So, oh, nice try there. Nice try. You're not getting me this time. Yeah. Run, Burning Palm. Get him, boys. Yeah, I've been ready as well, too. I know, like, I just got caught. I was talking too much right there. You know. But I know we have one adventure. I think his name was Sinus or whatever. I forgot his name. He's
That guy's insane.
Yeah, he's from, I believe, the Smoke Guild. I think the Cannabis's Guild. and he's like Pen, Black Star, Pen Fallen God. I was like, oh my goodness, that's impressive. I'm not even at Tet yet. I'm still
that guy's wild.
struggling at try getting through Tet, but I'm almost at Tet right now. I'm like, I'm getting there, but you know.
Yeah,
he's
especially
definitely there.
when you consider that the Pen Fallen God armor has a
Oof.
pity of 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
To get that at all is just that's crazy.
Yeah,
That is actually insane.
he's definitely out there.
And he has multiple, right?
Oh yeah, he's got
Yeah.
multiple.
So yeah, console players have been waiting for this stuff for a long time. So I'm super happy that we're finally be able to get a lot of these updates to come through.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just try to. Dude, we gotta get 1 kill. We literally have half their score.
I've
here.
got 1 kill, but I've been dying so many times. Oh no, I'm dead
man.
again. I cannot merge this
Okay,
game.
on the bright side, we're dying a lot, but we're only probably worth 1 point, so it's not the worst.
Yes.
Maybe we can like
Well, we make plays now. If we have like no score, we make plays.
Okay, I'm going in.
Yeah, because the people who had the highest score, they had to kind of sit back and kind of like use our opening we make as a way to get more points. So
Oh, they better hurry up.
we're the
making a lot
cannon
of
fodder right now.
openings.
We are cannon fodder, so we must chase down everyone here. Like right here, this guy. Oh, nice one right there. There we go.
If you count every time I die as an opening, then I've been making tons of openings.
We're making plays now. What are you talking about? That's how it goes. You're making the plays here.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's actually pretty damage right there, actually. That's an archer in back of our spawn here. I like how the new classes like actually have more voices in it. Like, you know how Warrior
Yes.
and like I think even Valkyrie too, the same way. Like, there's not enough like voice speech in like their moves, but now like I think ever since maybe even I think apart from Guardian, I'm not sure about Megu and Dosa and Musa.
I
It's kind of hard.
believe Guardian definitely.
Yeah, Guardian has some.
I wouldn't say. Maybe if there's any Guardian mains in the chat, you can correct me. But I believe the voice lines and like kind of like speeches, well, not speech, but like what the class saying something when they cast abilities kind of started around Dracania.
Oh, I mean, I
think it's a Dracania when they started having those like voice lines whenever they cast abilities. So of course, our Deadeye is very, very spunky, and she does have her own like cheeky voice lines whenever she does her abilities. So pretty cool. And yeah, a lot of our new classes seems like they're going in that direction where they're really fleshing out the fantasy of whatever class it is, and then having like you have some voice lines to be able to denote what skills you've been casting and stuff like that.
I am worth 1 point right now.
Oh, of course, definitely.
But I'm trying to get someone. Come on.
Our job is just to make an opening for our team.
Oof. I've been had. Yeah, my gear score on my own personal, I'm 745 or 750.
there.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm almost there. I'm like, a lot of people are like way geared than I am, of course, but like, I'm getting there. I gotta get through my cards out as well too. But thankfully, we got those free crons as well too from the Ball Had a Ball, and also from our good old friend Wansu giving us another juicy coupon as well. Oh, he said,
Yeah,
I got wrecked.
hopefully y'all got some pretty good games for that. I know that especially with 4 hammers right off the bat, and another 3 more coming from the attendants. You're bound to hit something, right? 7 hammers, geez.
Yeah, that's a lot right there.
Yeah, 7 hammers, and I believe it was 20,000 cron stones in total. Just a massive pool of like loot.
I saw like someone during the day actually hit obliterating.
Really?
Yeah, I was surprised. Like, holy crap! Everyone was spamming like in the world chat, congrats, oh my god, and I was like, what's going on? Obliterating. I'm like, what? Obliterating? Holy crap!
Yeah.
I saw Had a Ball. I believe the total was 99 people so far across the regions who have obliterating Fallen God. So definitely, worth it. Oh, shit. Definitely like pretty cool to see right there.
Yeah. And that I guess that concludes our RBF. It was a little rough around the edges for some of us.
And then I got 1 kill. Thank you, whoever that was that gave me that kill. My team. Thank you very much for
setting him up.
Giving me the kill for free. I just pew and got the free kill.
Yeah. Thanks everyone for coming out to play with us. It was a little rough around the edges, especially with some of the showcases. We definitely do need more practice. Myself and Ash, we're probably gonna have to do some clinics after this, maybe hang out with some of the more experienced Deadeyes on console to get some more tips ourselves. But hopefully the things we shared today were interesting and fun to see. I hope everyone's having fun in this new region out here. There's a lot to explore. We have our new quest line out here as well. So please do get involved. It's a good old time. And one last thing before we cap things off here, I do want to mention that we do recognize that in the past few weeks we've been having...
stream.
If we could just go up and pull up the main cam.
Bye.
Yeah, but anyways, as I was saying, I do recognize that, it's been kind of bumpy since the launch of our new native version. It hasn't exactly been sunshine and roses for everyone. But we hope that you guys can be patient with us. I know that you guys have been nothing but patient on this platform.
Yeah.
But we are trying our best to make sure everything is fixed. We're working tirelessly to check in on our players, on see if there's anything new happening, if there's a new issue happening. We always want to be on top of it. So if you ever have anything that's inconsistent with your gameplay, maybe something that's kind of odd with the performance of your game, do let us know. You can always reach out to us on Discord. We'll always be on there to receive your messages, and we'll do our best to answer as soon as possible. In the past few days, especially, I think a lot of the issues have been kind of taken care of. Our friends on Xbox have been experiencing a little bit of performance issues.
Kind of seen it during the RBF right
a little
there,
bit, yeah, here and there. We are working our hardest to make sure everything's patched up. Good thing is that our development team has pinpointed where a lot of the issues have been coming from.
Yeah.
Hence why you saw that PlayStation has done a lot of quick fixes to the patch itself to make sure that a lot of the performance is back online.
A lot of people have been telling it's a lot better now. They were just like, oh, they fixed it so quickly. I'm like, yes, we're looking at everything we can to make sure we can get this solved as possible. So
exactly.
More.
So if you guys do happen to see anything else that's happening, don't hesitate to let us know. We always want to make sure that our gameplay is the highest priority. Stability is always going to be on the top of the menu there. So as we move towards adding more new content into the game, we do want you guys to remember that is still our top priority. We haven't forgotten that. So thank you again for being patient with us. I know it hasn't been the most fun for a lot of people, especially if you're missing out on Node War, or Node War just is almost unplayable because of some of the gameplay and performance issues. We're out there. We feel for you guys. It's not the best, but to brighter days ahead, and we'll get everything fixed, and everyone can have a good old time.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to what's coming next.
Yep. And with that, that's going to be it for our program today. Before we go, we do have a little gift for everyone to kick off today's release of the new region and the new class. We have a coupon to share with everyone. Of course. What would it be official stream without a coupon to go along with it? And I can't really see from my end, GM Dennis, but if we do have the main display on, why don't we go ahead and change it over to the coupon? Okay, and as you can see, or I hope you can see because I can't see,
there we go.
Yeah, the coupon is going to be BDC New Frontier. So go ahead and pop that out onto your game, pull it up, and drop in that coupon code in there. It's going to be pretty nifty. Usually with the stream coupons, we want to keep it not too OP.
Yeah, not too crazy, especially with the recent hide a ball coupons and our good old friend Monsu's coupon as well too. So we don't want to give out so much.
Yeah. But obviously this is a pretty big thing for us today to have Ulukita and Deadeye. So we do want to share the love with you guys. Just a few tidbits that off my top of my head here. We do have 500 Ancient Spirit Dust, which is there you go. You got 100 Kaffir Stone. So if you're working towards getting your C10 boss armor or your boss shoes up to C10 to convert them into Autor's boots. Shoes?
Yeah, shoes.
There you go. That's pretty big there. We also do have, I believe,
some combat EXP scrolls as well too.
Exactly. We do have the combat EXP scrolls.
We also have, I believe, some the scroll. I forgot the actual name of the scroll. It's pretty much a red drop scroll, so you're able to get some increased gains in your road to getting some Kabua fragments, or the Kabua itself, or even the Resonance Ember or the full Resonance if you're lucky enough to get that. If you're lucky enough to get that, please share me that luck. I need the luck badly. I'm
Or
looking
just sell them
forward to it.
just sell them the
Yeah,
whole
just to
thing.
sell them to
Just
me.
to sell to them.
Just find me and sell them to me. I won't say anything. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But yeah, we get a lot of cool things as well in
Mhm.
that, so it's pretty nice.
Yeah. So other things you'll find in there is gonna be a elixir box that you can choose. I don't think it's choose. You get all of the
You get all of
elixirs.
them, yeah, all
Yeah.
of it.
So you have that, super nice. Ash mentioned you also get the 300% skill experience scrolls. On top of that, you also get the I believe it's gonna be the Old Moon Supreme.
Yeah. This is pretty
That's what it's
scroll,
called?
so it's like the rare drop rate scroll.
Yep.
I think it's a 50% rare drop rate, so it's pretty good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Adding that along too, but you do know there's like a cap of a rare drop rate you can get. So along with the current benefit of 100%,
Mm-hmm.
with the 50%, you now have like I think it's 300% more to get, which you most likely will hit that based off of like your current character's knowledge and all other factors that play into that.
Hey,
so.
but you save some money. You know, if you're gonna overcap, then you don't have to pay the fee for the 10 buff. So there you go.
Exactly, yeah, easy right there.
And the last thing will be the enhancement support box pen version. So
Yeah.
a lot of nice stuff in there for your enhancing needs. And yeah, just go ahead and pop that in. BDC New Frontier and redeem all those things. And I think that's gonna be it today for us. Ash, you got anything else to say to the good people?
I mean, all I can say is, as you saw our performance right now during our Deadeye, you know, we got
You don't gotta bring it up, man. You don't gotta bring it up, man.
But we were able to clear the mobs as well too. We had pretty decent gear. Some we were under gear for like Dark Seeker's retreat. You know, the DP requirement was pretty high up there. But with skill, learning the class definitely will help you out. To learn the class, I would recommend doing season first. That's how you would kind of get like a better understanding of your class as you go through the main storyline through season as well too. Depending on what you choose, if you choose the simplify or the actual like the regular version of going through each individual story, that helps you out. But also get 10 billion silver for doing that. So I mean, some extra
Super
cash,
nice. Super nice.
plus a Deadeye level up challenge
Mhm.
rewards. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, that's no brainer right there. And the current ongoing season rewards for completing your season the radiant boxes before. Even more rewards. So like, definitely now's the time to actually
It's
make
a
your
great
season
time.
character.
Yeah, great time to hop in.
And with today's with today's update, we also gave out one free season ticket. So I mean, this is your time right now to actually make that new character and get going there.
It's far ways from what we want to see, of course. So we'll always be pushing for more and more nice things for you guys, especially with the season character tickets. I know people have been bickering about that for a while.
Yeah, they were like, I want this now. So
yeah, so super nice that we did get that out to you this time. Of course, we're going to be working hard in the future to make sure that you guys are happy with all the updates you get, and we will, update you whenever we can with good news. And if there's bad news and we have to take care of something, we'll also let you guys know as well.
yeah, definitely want to keep you guys in the loop of everything. So
yeah. And I think with that, we're going to cap things off for today. It's pretty late for some of our friends in EU.
yeah, sorry guys, staying up for so long. I know it's like probably around midnight, even actually way past midnight.
Way past,
it's like
yeah.
1 a.m. or
yeah,
so.
It's
So
very late for them.
I know you're out there. Thank you so much for actually coming by and looking or hang out with us. We do appreciate it.
Yeah. And for our friends over in North America, I hope everyone has a great night. Go get yourself some dinner, come back home, get locked in with Ulukita and have fun with Deadeye.
Yeah. I'm going to see you all out there. I'll be, handing out some buffs after this here. So hop on around on BA1 afterwards.
Is that official?
Yeah.
Gym buffs are going out on BA1?
I'll join there in a bit. Hand out some buffs as we close the stream out. So if you're listening right now, head out to BA1. I'll draw some GM buffs to get you on your grinding path. So.
We might have a wild GM Star Zen out there, or Meldor might be chilling around. So
possibly too.
If you want to head on over right now, BA1, and they're gonna be in there popping buffs for y'all. And yeah, I think with that, we're gonna close things out and head on out here.
Hey guys, it's been great having you all here. Thank you. We'll see you on the next stream, and we'll have some cool things next time, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. Hope to see everyone soon.
All right, guys. Bye.